Right, I've got everything ready. I've done all of this type of thing. We're still going to need to do a few though, so let's just switch that off and set this going. Ooh, might get clocked. Yeah, let's move that quickly. Right, I'm going to say my words though, because this is going to be a bit of a monster. Because I knew you were going to catch me. Let's go grab the other header, or go and put this ready for it. So it's gonna, yeah, didn't think that through very well. The next thing that we needed to do. So should have put the two fields together so that we were like with the same header. Now we're going to have to swap the header all the time. It's silly, but it is what it is. That's what I've done. I could have folded this up, but I suppose I could actually. Yeah, I could just come and grab it with the Colossus because it is a cracking speed. That's true. We only need really to grab that one header because of the way it is. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse. Let's get this done. It's chuffed. I've done it. I suppose. Yeah, no, well, it's actually doing what it's doing. Let me just show you. I've made a bit of a change. Yeah, we still need to. I think. That's. This kind of header trailer. Give me a fixed one, even if it's a bit small. And one of these any time. Such a pain. Yeah, they're not. I mean, I'm better with swivel axles than I used to be, but it's still awful. Really, right? That'll do. Yeah, let's just hop. Yeah, I'm using another gamepad. It's why am I not? No, actually, I'm probably better to jump into there and we're going to have a proper look. Yeah, I have made some changes, as I said I was going to. Yeah, it's obviously I can't undo the damage, but I've now got these. Ooh, yeah, it's going that away now, instead of if I can ever get out of here, which I can't. Jump over that. Yeah, I've now got it going that away, so it fits quite nicely with where it is, but we do need to load this little lot. And we've also got to grab the, I think, we do with a bit of food. Yeah, we've got a lot of little jobs to do, so I'm going to be doing those, I think. Let's have a quick look. But I'm still going to go to that time lapse. The straws settled down, yeah, from that first session. I don't know what went wrong, because we did fill it to the top, I think. I don't think we did a mistake, but it's just... Let's get on. So I'm going to say my words. We're going to do all these little jobs. No, because it's, yeah, they'll let the word be work. It's not, so we can like crack on and still chat. Really, rather than just, because I know people are not massive fans of like time lapses all the time. So I'm trying to, trying to get the balance right. So we now need, I think we've got to bite the bullet because all of this stuff is gonna, yeah, we need the business to move, we do, so I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and like go for a telehandler. We've got a lot of jobs that would actually, do I go for my old, the Schaefer, my old favourite. I do like the fact though that the Merlot's also, for that extra 8,000, the fact that it's got a 3-point link at the back is just so... It's another tractor. It really is. So I think we are going to purchase that, yeah. Even though it's going to, like... It's going to lower the cash that we've got. I understand that. Alright, so we need the quick. I'm going to colour it by normal pink so that I can see it. It's one of the best colours in the game for actually viewing things. From ladder tools, we should have the quick in now, I believe, with transport straps. 3, no collisions, and red, please. We're getting quicker at this now. Fantastic, let's go get that done. That can assist. We need to get this lot shifted, and we need a trailer. We do need a trailer too, so let's go down to the shop. And let's grab ourselves a trailer. Now there is another one I'd like to try. No, that's ours. Yeah, that's yeah, there is. There's another one that I'd like to try. I know we could have bought another tractor, but it's still for 149,000. There are not many tractors, and it's 100. 1,790 horsepower. It's not a snippet. So it's you know, not a bad little thing, all things considered. But yeah, there's a trailer I'd like to try. I think we're probably better suited to the larger one though that I have already tried. But we're going to have to give this one a shot. Oh, I don't think we've got it in this one. No, I've forgotten. I don't think we will have it. Could be in that one. If it's in, it will be in this one. But it is not. Right, so let's go low loaders. And oh, I have. It's a little bit tiny, but yeah, this is not the same design as I wanted to do. I wanted to do mine a little larger, but this is a sort of what I'm trying to do as well with my mod. So I like this. It's only got a car trailer adapter, isn't it? And this is what I found. Yeah, you're like insisting you use a car. I really want one that you could use. So yeah, I don't think it's going to work again. Let's try it. Let's lease it for 45, and then we'll buy it if it works. I don't think it will. It's going to be a bust. To be honest. I know this should have every kind of it is a proper tractor with that type of thing on the back as well, so it should really work. Yeah, some of the others didn't, and I thought, well, that's a bit. Oh. Yeah, and this is the same. They've all got that attached here. I don't understand why they're not allowed to use it. Yeah, it's got the ball right at the bottom. You can plainly see it's there. And that's what I'm saying. We're getting a lot of trailers like this where it's just pointless. I'm just going to remove them out of my game because they're just not going to work. Yeah, I'm not going to have a car all the time. I need it to be, you know, like working with this. So I'm trying to think. Do I go for? Mine's a bit dear though. For I think right. Yeah, this is important. Let's send that back. I'm glad I tested it. That would have annoyed me. And we're gonna go and I'm gonna go and grab a little bit of. Oh, we can make do with that. Yeah, we can. Let's just return that one though. No, I don't think we can actually. That's what I'm saying. We do need something. Definitely. So that's the first next. I think we could take that. I can't make do. That's what I'm saying. It's really, I do need a trailer, even if we're just leasing one. Yeah, the one that I'd like to do is not here. And I really don't like this at all. I've had it on quite a few, and I don't like that one either because they're almost the same. I don't like those. And again, it's a personal preference thing. It's not saying they're beautiful, but I don't like any of those where the ramps go up because it defeats what I would like to be, you know, the way that I'd like to use it. So I'm going to be right back. Right, before we carry on, I've just had a word with JMGaming about the fault that we found with bioplastics, and he basically said that the save game is not compatible. So I thought, well, I can shift my placeables. It's still worth us carrying on with the harvest. All of the animals, we can shift into our placeables, and when you put your placeables into another XML on the new map, it will actually work. So really, ideally, we ought to be like getting this in. So I'm going to go straight back into that time lapse. We're going to literally grab all of these, and then we're going to go to the new map. But of course, it is going to start in August again. No control over that. But in some sort of ways, obviously, there was a lot of funniness going on because of the snow. So I'm not 100% unhappy with where things have gone. Cash, obviously, I'm going to have to transfer across, and we'll still go for the next ad. So yeah, I mean, we've got productions, and hopefully we'll have the bioplastics, which is the entire reason. Obviously the other thing is we did pay for that, so hopefully when we transfer it will actually come to us. Right, we need to grab that other header. Right, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side.
still look really odd, and that's what I mean. It's sort of detracts from the... Yeah, they were sort of stationary. It might be draw distance. I think it is, because now everything seems to be as you'd expect. But they lurch from the distance. I suppose that is a point. Yeah, let's just go the distance, and I'll sort of show you what I mean. If you like come to up here and look from a great distance, it's not that you don't expect a great deal from it, but it's carry on looking. It's stationary, but then they lurch, and you just all of a sudden see... I mean, what I mean is, obviously that's totally not any kind of realism at all. You'd never ever see cows standing in a field totally stationary. Even the heads would move if they were just even browsing the grass. Go a little bit closer. Like that one, it just disappeared. You get to a certain thing and they're like just wander and disappear completely. Yeah, there's the glitching sort of goes on. It's sort of what I'm saying is in FS22, I don't think I ever noticed that. Now it sort of looks like we're almost upon the bit where it's normal. So what I mean is, if it's not going to draw, it's just not doing it right, is my point. You sort of don't expect... I mean, the draw distance giants have done quite a wonderful thing with that. In FS22 it was quite good. I can't recall ever seeing any kind of glitching with animals though, where there's statues and then they disappear out of like sight completely. Like, you know, like they've just gone off. Whereas now we sort of seem to be on the edge of where things are normal, and now you would see all of those things, cows sitting down and all the rest of it, but just thought I'd draw your attention to it. It is a bit... It's still not right. That's my point. It's definitely... No, it's definitely, like I was saying this... speed of things. I think they've been a bit ambitious. I mean, the graphics of FS22 were quite spectacular. But to be honest, they were not that much different to what we're seeing here. Obviously, we've got the ground deformation that it doesn't seem that much, but the detraction for me is like in gameplay. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have actually sort of improved on quite a few things, which is quite impressive. I'm sure we're going to get all this in one go. Swap modders and we'll start the work going on that. We'll take that. So we're going to put all of the corn into storage so that it will stay in storage, because if it's in your productions or your silos, then when you transport them to the next map, all of the stuff in there. So I'm just going to transport my placeables. We've done very little changing of the ground levels, very little. So there might be a little tiny bit on, say, like that one over there and stuff like that. But apart from that, it's going to be very, very little to change. In some ways, I'd like to do that again. It's going to be too more, it's going to incorporate the age of the cows, all that type of stuff. So just incorporate it into the yeah, it would be the facts now. It's so it was like it's basically making it on the facts now, which is why I've got loads of the sheds there. It's got to have something there to keep the cows from I think it must be similar to some of the other mods that I did right at the beginning, where I had to sort of let's just try this. I had to sort of, yeah, the house, it's again, don't get me wrong, I do think it would be me. In the beginning I wouldn't have known certain things that I know now, so you do live and learn. There was quite a few bits and bobs I never noticed with the modding that I do know about now. Like there's lines of code inside that I now know about, and that I didn't know about at the time. So it probably was me. But when I made the house, I needed to like grab an existing house, but I think I know what actually I know now that I didn't know then. So I mean, I'm having plenty of practice. Now let me just try this for a minute. Just want to see, can you stick that on that particular track? I would have thought you could. So yeah, I'm going to concentrate a bit more on the, although obviously sometimes I've got to be honest with my job at the minute, it really is, we're a man down and I'm really having to sort of step up all the time, and yeah, it really is tough, because I'm sort of doing two men's work really in a way. So it's a big trailer that is. Up with all of my where I got to before, so I can't really keep ignoring the fact that I have no episodes left to do. So yeah, so obviously all of my originals, even Singapore, I did the last one literally. I think I might have one more episode. It's long, it really about. So let's just set that up and take that back. This back. That's important actually. Well, I think it's true. Leave that there, because I'm going to need to swap. I mean, was doing that as a test, but if we quickly run that back across, I'm going to go into another time lapse because I've got to be honest. Yeah, we get time at 34 tons and that. So really 50 odd tons of core. I mean, they're not massive fields. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they're small, but what I mean is that for an American map, they're nice starting fields. For an American map, they're big fields in comparison to some of the European maps, but yeah. Let's take this. So, right, I'm going to say my words anyway. Yeah, there was we've got another field to do, and then we're going to crack on. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. going to go swap the house. I just have to have on the side of the field. Yeah, that type of thing I'm not worried about. But let's be honest, there's a lot of additional work with what I'm going to do now, so I don't mind giving myself the odd bit of break. We do need to stick everything into the placeables there. Yeah, I was saying we'll take the vehicles, so we won't lose any vehicles. We will be exactly the same vehicles, exactly the same age, all that type of stuff. And it's like the losses that all come with us. But if we left anything, actually no, well, it's true. You can do things in trailers. Yeah, I was about to say it switched. This is a tough map, so I'm going to do the same as Reezy Forest. We're only going to go for big tractors. I don't think we're going to track. I don't think we've got the little tractor. That will be kept for light duties, feeding the cows and running around. All these others. This is struggling. This is 305 horsepower. This is struggling a bit at times. Yeah, some of these hills really defeat it. So really we need to be like 350 horsepower or something kind of like this, a bit like Reezy Forest. So let's stick this again. We could leave it in there, but I will put it in the small nation. It's better. So we've done all of the fields. There's no point in doing anything about them because anything other than getting the crops off the fields is a total waste of time because it won't come up with us. All my placeables will be exactly where they are. So luckily the farm field is fairly flat as well, so we shouldn't really lose an awful lot. So the next thing you're going to see, well actually no, let's not be that hasty. Let's have a quick look and see what have we got in the production silo. 54 tons of corn and 29, almost 30,000 litres of soybeans. Right, so then I shall be right back. Well, for you it will be like I'm right back, but for me there's a lot of work in ahead of me. So yes, see you shortly.